Hey guys, and welcome back. I want to say I've missed you so very much. It's so weird when I haven't been on camera for a while, then I get back on and I really have missed you guys. So I'm glad to be back again. And we're gonna today do a beautiful remake. And this is the truth. And you know I don't lie or say things that aren't true. I'm really genuine and honest, and sometimes a little too honest. People know that about me. This is the original ring. I kept it all this time. This was a year and a half ago that I made this video, and it was stolen in November. But I noticed a few things that I wanted to change. So I decided I'm going to make those changes, and instead of saying, oh, I can't believe that happened to me and all that, I'm taking it in a new direction and saying, wow, I can change it now, make it the way that I want it. And I want to show you something because, you know, I did love this ring. Absolutely 100%. I'm not bashing it, but look at the difference. This is the new one that I did. Same thing, same technique and everything, but if you'll notice, you can see so much more of the stone than in this one. It's all covered up. And I want that Rivoli to shine. That's why I named it Shine. That's what I wanted. And very light decorations. I will be changing the band because look at the difference. Look at how uneven, crooked it is. So these are all things that are good and things that I want to change and make beautiful. So we'll be doing this one today, and I'm really, really excited. One other question that I get asked a lot is, how do you know which projects to dip and which ones not to? This one should have been dipped, and I didn't, and look. See the finish on these little 3mm rounds? I wore this thing a lot, and the finish was wearing off. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but see how it's just peeling off on all of these beads? Especially here, you can tell I, wore this quite a bit. So, this is a ring. Yes, it's sturdy and solid, and I will still be dipping this just to protect the stone, the finish, and that beautiful Rivoli in there. So, it's use your judgment. I did dip this ring and this bracelet, as you know. So certain things I do want to protect, keep the shape, keep the finish, because in the long run, I don't know about these finishes, how long they will last. These are beautifully coated, but I want to just, protect them. So that's the project. We're going to jump right into the material list. This is a super fun, beginner-friendly project, and I hope you all enjoy. So you're going to need some size 15s, just a couple, some 11s, some 8s, and some 3mm rounds, and a beautiful 14mm Rivoli. And look at this absolutely stunning crystal. And I decided to use this color here, and it's raspberry lined Olivine, and I thought it would pick up that beautiful pink in there really nicely. So that's why I chose that. Okay, I get sidetracked so easily. So I'm also using Fireline 8-pound size 11 beading needle. I went and pulled 1.5 yards of thread, and we're going to begin by picking up a 3mm round and a size 11 for a total of 10 times. I'm going to go down on zoom just a little bit, and you want to just make sure that you have 10 of each. So 10 rounds and 10 11s. We're going to slide it down like we normally do, leave a very small tail, pick up our work, and we're going to tie it into a square knot just like this. Let it catch. Wrap it around my fingers and give it a good pull. We're going to attach a needle right to this tail immediately. We're going to get rid of it so it's not in our way later on. And you know that's something that I love to do. So we're just going to weave over a couple beads. And right here, I'm going to throw in 2 knots. So I'm going to pick up that thread space before I pull that loop, put my needle in and pull down. And we'll do that one more time. And then we're going to run around and reinforce this whole piece. Got to pull a little bit harder there. Okay, we'll step out here and I'm ready to burn that off. And I'm going to get close, but not burn the work like I did in the other video. I'm still shocked that I did that. But, you know, I say everything happens for a reason. Because when I saw the split in the journey with the key, I saw the split way ahead of time when I was doing the video, and I was like, oh no. And then I said, what are you even panicking for? Just show them how you actually fix your work. And I did. And I have to say, doing those had to be the best videos I've ever done for myself, because I got to create and be comfortable, very, very comfortable with you guys, showing you the creative process that really goes on in my head. And I'm super happy that you're enjoying them. I do have a couple more in the works. They're just very complicated. So I decided to take a break and do this ring, especially for somebody special. She loves to make my rings, and it made me very sad because she made wrote a little note down of all the projects she wanted to do, and a lot of the rings, unfortunately, were just stolen. So this one is for you, and you know who you are, and it makes me just so happy. So we're going to pick up 3 11s. We're stepping out of an 11 after we ran around this whole piece just to tighten it up. So we're stepping out of an 11. I have 3 11s on. We're just going to jump right into the next one. And we're going to repeat this all the way around. So 3, right into that next one, just like this. This is one of those projects when I did, I made so many at the time, and it was very relaxing. And now that I will say upgraded it, oh my goodness, it's even more beautiful. So I am going to salvage the original ring, but make it exactly like this, because you know I love the color orange. You know I love anything Swarovski, so if I can salvage it, I'm definitely going to try my hardest, and I'm going to redo that one. All right, so we're getting around. And then one more stitch. Here's our last 3. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to finish the round by going in the last 11, and then we're going to step through the second bead of that 3 bead group that we just put on. Now we're going to prepare to add the Rivoli. So this part we're going to keep really, really loose. So we're going to pick up 1 size 8 and just go right into the middle or that second bead of the 3 bead group, and just keep a very light tension. I'll show you. I'm just pulling, barely pulling for the moment. And we'll do this all the way around. So an 8 into the middle. I don't want it to cup or anything yet, so I'm just keeping very, very light tension, holding on to the work very gently, which is very hard for me because, you know, I'm always telling you, use high tension and pull down and all that stuff. So, yeah, and when you do get ready to dip your projects, wait until you have a bunch of things made and do it all at once. It's so much easier than doing 1 or 2 things at a time. While you have everything out, it's just the easiest way to do it. And I know everything looks really loose at the moment, but don't worry. We're going to tighten that up soon. So we're at the last stitch. We're going to pick up that last stitch right here and immediately step right into that new 8, that size 8 right there. Okay, I'm going to put the work down, and I'm going to get the stone ready. Just make sure there's no fingerprints on it. We're going to pop it in face up just like this. And I'm going to cover it for a second so I can pull on that working thread and just pull down. Just start pulling, pulling, pulling. just like this. Perfect. And now we're coming out of an 8. We're just going to pick up 111, go right into the next 8. And here's where we're going to start pulling down. So 111 into each size 8, just like this. And I apologize for covering the work. 1 8 into here, but I have to use high tension. I don't want any slack, and I don't want my stone to fall out. And those of you who are advanced beaders and want to close the back up with peyote, go for it. Me, I like dipping it, and it has enough height to where it's protected. So it doesn't even touch your finger. That part right there, that pointy part, does not even touch your finger. So that's why I don't, you know, decorate the back unless it's sitting on my arm or directly on my finger, anything like that. And one day I will get to a video to show you how to do that as well. All right, last stitch already. So through this last 8, and now we have to run around this whole thing, because see how loose it is, see how wobbly? So start pulling down as you go. And these new Rivoli colors are just amazing. I got these at Eureka Crystal Beads, and they're, this one is called Orange Delite. And I already forgot the name of this beautiful one I'm working on. Oh, here it is. So that way, in case I'm going to leave the paper out, it is Red Delite. Even though I see a lot of pink in there, and the back is red, I'm pulling from colors that I see, but it's stunning. They are just stunning, stunning beads. But you know I say that about pretty much every Swarovski out there, so. All right. Let's feel how good that is. Nice and tight. Perfect. So now we're just going to weave down. However you need to get there, we're going to exit around. So I'm going through this 11, and then I'm going to weave down this one into this and step out just that 3mm round right there. We're already ready to start the band. So what I'm going to do is pick up 2 rounds. We're coming out in this direction. We're going to bring it around and go right back through just that 1 3mm round. And I'm going to flip the piece over just so I can reinforce one at a time. So I'm going to go through each bead one at a time, just like this. And I'm only going to do it once because we do have to make our way back through here several times after. So right through here and right up. And now I'm going to switch to some size 8s, just 2 rounds, herringbone. So I picked up 2 8s. I'm going to go down that 3mm. And then right back up the 3mm and that size 8. Pull tight. Now 2 8s, right down 1, and then right back up 2. And then I'm going to switch to my 11s. I'm going to pick up 2, go down 1. You've seen me do this so many times, so I won't bore you with it. And you will continue that. So 2, down 1 11 now, and right back up these 2. And you'll continue that for the entire length of the band that you want. And I have to say, those colors are just everything. Oh my goodness. I mean, I love orange. You know that. I'm always using orange. Everything. All right, I'm going to pull off Zoom for a minute. Just clean up a little bit. Move some things to the side. Grab the other stuff I need. And we'll finish the work together. We have a little bit of decoration left. Just sewing up the band and all that fun stuff. Grab my thread. Okay, So I'm here, I'm ready to join, but I want to make sure I finish my rounds. So I'm going to add my last rounds of size 8s. So I'm going to just continue picking up 2 size 8s, and I don't like the look of that one. I'm sorry, I got to pop it off a minute. Pick a better one there. Sometimes if they're a little uneven, it really shows up in the work. And I get really fussy about things like that. So just keep an eye out. Make sure, you know, they're nice and uniform. Okay. So here's the very last row, because I added 2 there. 2 rounds there. I'm going to finish with 2 rounds of the 8s because we're going to work off of these to make the little decorations. I'm actually going to keep that ring on the mandrel so I can make sure I'm on track as we go. All right, so now I'm ready to sew it up. We're going to flip it over. We're going to find the 3mm round that is directly across, which is right here. We're going to pick up 1 3mm, fold it over, make sure there's no twists in it, so I'll keep my finger just like this, and make sure I'm directly across, 1 on, and we're going to go right through that 3mm in this direction now, this way. Pick up 1 more. And we'll go right down into the work. And it's really loose. So I'm going to go through 2 8s and 2 11s, just like this. And then right back up, 2 11s, 2 8s, and right through and around the work 1 more time. So right back through that 3mm round. Down this one, these 2 8s. And then we're going to step out these 2 8s right here. And here's where we're going to add a beautiful, simple decoration. Okay, so I'm going to grab my, I wanted to use this color and this beautiful blue because it really, look at how it just highlights that beautiful ring. So here we go. So we're stepping out of this group of 8s, we're going to pick up 4 11s, and we're just going to go into this 11 right here, the one right after that 3mm, and it's going to make like an arch, like a beautiful bridge. And I love that. I just love that. And you'll see when you wear it how beautiful it shows up. So we picked up 4, we went into that 11, pardon me, let me turn the work so I'm not moving all over. And now we're gonna run through the next round, 11, round, and 1 more 11. And we'll repeat that again, 4 11s, and this time we're gonna jump down into those 2 8s right there. And yeah, I got a lot of thread in that section, and I don't, there we go, want to slip today. Pull down and then go right back up that stack and do it again. So 4, and then you can either go like this, drop it down, line it up so you know you're going to go right into that 11 that's right in between those rounds right there, and pull. Sorry to keep flip-flopping around on you. It's just so I can hold the tension a lot tighter. Pull and go through the round, 11 round, and the next 11. Oh boy, sirens are going off today. All right, 4 more, right down into this stack of 8s. And don't be stubborn today. And then right back up these 2, and we're gonna add 1 last layer, just like another pop of color. Let me pull a little bit harder, make sure my tension's good, and that's beautiful. Okay, so we're all done with that. I want to make sure my band didn't twist either. I thought it was twisted. Okay, so now we're just going to pick up 7 15s. Okay, and we're going to jump into that same 11, but I want to keep the 15s in front of those 11s. So right through this 11, see how I want them to lay just like that? I'll go down on zoom so you can see a little bit better. I want them to lay just like that. And then we'll continue through the work. Same thing we just did. Exit out that 11. Okay. And now we'll pick up 7 more. Make sure I have 7 on there. Yes. And jump right down. So we're going to make sure those 15s sit in front of that row of 11s. So I'm going to go through these 2 8s. Right back up to these 2, and we'll just keep repeating that. So 7 more. Go right into that 11. Keep going. Look how pretty that looks. Yep. I definitely love orange. I really, really do. All right, there's a lot of thread going on in here, so be very, very, very careful. Don't slip, and if it's too tight, switch down. Definitely don't push the work, but we're almost done. This is our last 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right down, right into this group of 8s, these 2 right here. And then I'm going to continue. I'm going to run it all the way down the band. You know I love to do that because I have leftover fire line, and it also straightens out the work. So I'm going to continue through. I'm trying to go through too many at once here. I apologize for that noise. So right up through those 2 8s, right back down, and straighten out the other side. And I'm actually going to pull off zoom because you have seen me do this many, many times. I'm just using up extra thread and also straightening out the work. That's all. So up and down like this. All right, and I'm going to try to step out there, that 1 8. So I'm going to pick up the thread space in between these 2 8s. Before I pull the loop, put my needle in and pull down really hard. Do that twice. Okay, and then I'm going to drag it. I don't want to... I can see a good slippage coming. All right, drag it right through there, and then I'm going to go right back down these 2 8s and burn. I'm going to give it a good pull. And I know it's the same colorway as what's on the mandrel, but I'm still going to show you what it looks like. All right. And look, see how much straighter? Beautiful. You can see the entire Rivoli instead of having it covered up. And let me just try it on for you because I know you ask me that a lot too. So let's pop it on. Oh, it's got some nice weight. I'm going to make several of these today. That is really, really pretty. Oh my goodness. I am in love. So that's the project, and I really hope you have fun. I'm going to go finish this one. I can't wait to finish this colorway. And like I said, I really hope you enjoyed this, and thank you so much for bringing back my older videos and really pushing me to do that because I forget. and I start going on to other things. And when I go back to this older stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have done it this way. I could have done it this way. And now look at, I love it so much more. Not that I didn't love this one, but this one is so much more comfortable, if I'm being truthful. This was a little bit of a bulkier band. And normally I don't do right angle weave with the larger beads like that. But I hope you guys liked this video, and I will see you again very soon. Hope you all have a great day, and take care. Bye-bye.